Today in Adoptme, I am going for my entire inventory. Yes, I mean my entire inventory. All the way from my stickers, all the way to my pets. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment down below. What is your favorite thing from your inventory? Like, what's the most interesting thing that you have? Because there's a few stories for a few things that I have in my inventory, so get ready for that. Code word for today, so I know you did not skip this intro, is inventory. Starting off with stickers, I collect a lot of the stickers. Like, you can clearly see, like, I've got like so many of each sticker pack, and I like having them because they're good for trading as well after the events. I feel like they're really cool. I've got a lot of stickers. Honestly, I don't really use stickers a lot. I really should. People use them a lot in their profiles, and yeah, my profile's kind of a little bit boring, but it's very basic. If this video reaches 30 likes, I'll do a whole video on decorating my profile, and I will actually like ask for people's opinions and, like, you know, what should I like do, like their kind of like art style on it, you know what I mean? But yeah, I will do a whole video on that. 30 likes. But yeah, okay, that's stickers. Wings. I don't really have that many wings. If I had to say my favorite though, I'd definitely have to say the Sakura wings. They are so nice. They were from the Blossom event, and they were from like, I think you can get them from Blossoms. I think, yeah, because Blossom Fest, they had the Blossom, yeah. And I think there were about 30,000 Blossoms. I'm not too sure, but I made sure to get them though, first week of them arriving, because they were so cool. Okay, gifts. Oh, how we have got stories with gifts. I collect all of them. Well, I try my best to, because there's a lot. And these ones, the 2025 furniture ones, I really wish they had names to it. They don't really have names to it. They do kind of festive, like they do have, see, the rewards from Furniture 2025. I don't really know what that is. There's a few. There was like this event where there was like a battle pass, and if you logged in or you played so much every day, you'd get like one of these, and it would duplicate sometimes because the more you played, the more you'd get of it. So honestly, I don't know what's in these, but comment down below if we should open one of each and see what we get. Honestly though, there is a few gifts I'm still missing, but I aim to get all of them one day. Okay, so with toys, I have so many. There's a few that have a few interesting stories to it though. The Bees Blaster, this was a limited time thing. You get it from a Nerf X AdoptMe collab, which was so cool. It took me weeks to find this code, but yeah, you had to get an actual like Nerf, you know, gun thing. Like, I'll show a photo of it right now, and they came with a code. You put the code in and you get it, which is so cool. Flamingo Feather as well. A little story with this. This is the first ever teleportation kind of thing in Adoptme, and it was quite cheap too. I think it was like 50 Robux and stuff. Honestly, not bad. I definitely would, you know, I have two because they're really good for trading wise too, you know? So honestly, definitely really cool. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff in here. I have not like a crazy amount, but like, you know, also, oh, Tombstone. Now that is probably one of my rarest toys in Adoptme. I'm not gonna lie, probably one of my rarest because it is from 2018, one of the oldest events. 2018 Adoptme, honestly one of the oldest. So in rarity wise, it goes Cloud Rattle, Candy Cannon, Tombstone, and like I think like those are the rarest in order. Like, so Cloud Rattle the rarest, then thingy. But yeah, honestly, that's crazy. Also though, I don't really have that many, like, I don't really use a lot of toys. Was that event during Christmas where you could like give away like a lot of toys and stuff? I give a lot of old toys back. Was it toys and petware? Yeah, I think so. Or was it food? No, it wasn't food. It was toys. Okay, vehicles. Not many vehicles. I do have a few old ones, not a few crazy-ish ones. I definitely have like a few like interesting ones. But my favorite ones though is like the giant snowball vehicle, the ice cream truck. And now, little thing about this ice cream truck, I got it the day before it left, so honestly very happy about that. And then the donut cycle, rainbow cloud vehicle, one of my absolute favorites of all time. Never gonna trade that. Food. Now I have a lot of each food, a lot of the bait kind of thing. You know, I've got two of the lavender, fire horse, you know, golden bone bait, all the ones from the butterfly, except for the golden leaf flower. I need to get that one day, and then my bait collection is complete. But yeah, I've mostly got all of them. Oh, as well, you know, 1,179 Agent Potions. I did make a video on how to get a lot of Agent Potions, if you want to go check that out, you know. Honestly, I should really use some of these old baits because, I don't know, because some of the pets that you can get from the baits, people are still looking for. So honestly, I feel like I should get some, like, you know what I mean? Like, use some of the baits and then see if I can get the pets and get the pets trade them. Maybe I'll look into that. Okay, stroller. Now with strollers, I don't really have that many. You know, I've got the quad stroller and like the rainbow stroller. Another thing again with the rainbow stroller, I got this the day before it updated, literally like the last day. So honestly, quite good. But my all-time favorite though, quad stroller, rainbow stroller, never gonna trade them ever. I probably will trade everything else, but those two, never gonna trade them. Petware wise, I have a lot. I don't really use a lot of it. I don't like I would. There's a few pets that I do have like, you know, design favorited and like styled and stuff, but like not all of them. Yeah, so no, petware wise, I honestly have so many. What I'd like to do is though, is at least try and get one of every event petware and then also one of every kind of like chest petware thing for when they update the petware shop, because they do that every so often. They have just recently updated it again. So I try to make sure to get a bunch of the, you know, old stuff before it left and then also a bunch of the new stuff. But definitely interesting though. I don't really use petware that often though. There is a few pets that I have got decorating stuff, but it's not really like, I don't use it that often. As well though, like they're bringing out this new adjustable petware thing this Friday. So honestly, very happy about that. It might inspire me now to like actually, you know, dress up my pets and stuff, which yeah, the pets that I have not for trade, I should actually dress them up because I feel like that would be nice, you know, especially for events wise, like Halloween, Christmas, stuff like that. Okay, the one you've all been waiting for, pets. Now with this, we're gonna go from common to legendary as always, but with this though, oh, there is so many pets you're gonna see. And look, listen, I know I need to make neons and stuff, but I will over time, you know. So right, starting off, let's go, because honestly, so many. And look, yeah, there's like so many I need to make mega neon stuff. But I will say though, is another tip for you guys: try to get event pets, event stuff, event eggs, event pets. You know, just any kind of event stuff, just try and get, because honestly, it's so useful to have. And yes, I know that is a lot of ants, but don't worry, I'm working on that, making them neon. You know, I'm using them for the new ticket thing, so you can, you know, get some points and I can get some dire wolves or some crystal eggs, you know. But yeah, okay, so one thing you might need to note though is I have something called like a trio. Like I always like to have trios. So whatever a trio is like you'll see, like see how the Glyptagon is a regular, a neon, and a mega neon? That is a trio. I like to usually collect those. Like with pets, so you're going to see quite often a few of them. Because once I do that, I put them not for trade. Like you see the lock with the chicka rice thingy. Sorry, pronounce that right. But like, you know, I have it with a lot of them, and once I do that, they're never for trade, never thingy, you know. But yeah, you're gonna see a lot of event pets too, because I just liked, oh, the doves. One of my absolute favorites from the Christmas event of 2025. Definitely, like, oh, I just love the neon. It's so cool, the neon blue and the neon pink with it, you know. I think it's so useful. Another thing though is like, I will say, you know, getting event pets and then waiting until after the event leaves is so useful for trading wise, and also just for like, you know, I don't know, like how the giant panda is leaving, like it's leaving for good on Friday, and that is like my offer apparently used to be able to get a neon giant panda, could barely even get 2. So honestly, getting event pets and stuff like that is pretty useful, because after the pet leaves, it really could, like, you know, either go really good or really bad. But on the thingy that it goes really good, you could get really good trades, which is another thing I mentioned in my how to get rich video. Like you can get rich off like event pets. I know you can't be there for all events, but if you try and be there for like at least 1 or 2, get a few of the event pets and hold on to them, or trade them the moment you get them, because sometimes trading pets the moment you get them is the best thing ever, because you will get like big offers for it. And you know, but it really just depends though. Yeah, that was a lot, honestly. Oh, well, that was my full inventory. I hope you all enjoyed. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment down below what was your most favorite thing